I'm gonna have to drill. Worry that I'm gonna screw this up. Bam! It's about that time again. What is up? If you're watching this, it means you got another day. Oh, smudge screen. Another day is kind of a big deal these days because, golly, there's a lot going on in the world right now, but we're still not gonna stop filming vlogs for you guys. Today, check it out. Here's what we got going on. I am finally replacing the air diffuser underneath as well as the stock splitter on the front and this new splitter I got. Once again, my Mustang tried to kill me. Front splitter decided to come off on the 101. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. You know, just a little bit of weight reduction before the rally. RIP front splitter. I'm gonna have to drill. Makes me a little bit nervous because I have to drill into my front bumper, I have to drill into that splitter, and you kind of only get one shot when you're drilling. Right now I am jacking up the car with this little boy, and then once it's most of the way up, I'm gonna grab my hydraulic lift and take it, or the hydraulic jack, whatever, and take it the rest of the way, and then get underneath this guy and start drilling. I am a little bit nervous about this, but you know, we gotta get it done because this car looks atrocious without a front splitter, and it's not good to be driving around without an air diffuser underneath to protect the undercarriage. You can see I also haven't washed the car in a while because it's been raining like non-stop in LA. There aren't any car events going on. Like, everything is literally canceled. If I screwed up, guys, I do not have the money to be fixing things. Speaking of fixing things, the pulley inside here is still screwed up and making a lot of noise, so that's gonna be going to GI Automotive. And once that gets fixed and everything else here that we're doing gets fixed and I can stack some more chips in my bank account, rear differential is going in to make the car a lot faster. And then a Roush intake, cold air intake is going in. I have to figure out how to deal with this ticket I got for $515 for having an illegal air intake.
So this is a modified emissions. If this was stock, it would be more like a rubbery, but I know air raid is aftermarket. Okay.
Intake wasn't even illegal. He just assumed it was and wrote it out. So I gotta get that fixed. Anyway, let's start drilling. I'm so nervous. Here's where we're at currently. Car's been jacked up. Yeah, tools, blah, blah, blah. Safety glasses. Also, I took my hat off, so awesome hair, Will. Because I'm underneath the car and like all this dirt and stuff is falling down. Safety glasses. I am trying to figure out what goes on first. This air diffuser, the stock splitter, or the regular splitter. And trying to figure out, do I attach these two together first and then put them on? So I'm watching all these tutorial videos online, and here's what I think has to happen. I have to put this guy on first, the stock splitter. Then I have to attach the aftermarket splitter. And after the aftermarket splitter is attached and bonded properly, then I attach diffuser thingamabob. There's like even more drilling required that I wasn't expecting. It's just giving me all kinds of worry that I'm gonna screw this up. Anyway, more to come on the drilling. Okay, update. Holy hair situation. Things are going good so far. Check this out. We got the stock splitter added on. I am doing a compilation here of different types of screws that I happen to recover from the last one and some new ones that I got from Home Depot. So my theory is, as long as there's enough screws in this thing, it's not gonna go anywhere, right? I also had to add in putty because it ripped part of the bumper out, so there was nothing to really hold on to it. So I had to add this like special putty stuff that gets really hard. That will act as like the new part of the bumper that I can drill into. Man, the lighting out here is pretty atrocious. I am taking some washers and screws and just all kinds of different things I got at Home Depot, drilling into every hole up into the bumper. And it's interesting because I told the person at Home Depot, the last time that I went and shopped for this much hardware, I was literally working on my Eagle Scout project. I actually set the record in my troop, got it when I was 13, so I know how to like tie knots and stuff, obviously, because we have like this tent system up. Stock bumper's on. Next step is to get this guy on that, which will require adhesive, some kind of tape, and drilling into this. And I'm really nervous to drill into this because if I screw it up, I gotta order another one. And that thing costs $350. And I'm just gonna be real with you guys. If I drill into it and screw it up, I'm gonna put it on anyway. Okay, it's looking pretty good so far. So this is what the putty looks like. I had to drill through, and this is what it looks like before. So I added the putty in. This whole thing ripped out. So if I drilled in, it wouldn't have held on to the bumper, which is this part on top. Silver is the bumper. This is the splitter, the plastic. So I'm gonna drill through here. This is what makes me nervous. It's only got one shot. Probably put a bolt on the other side of this to hold these screws down, but the friction in the putty is enough. And I do have some screws here like this that are properly installed, so I got like 5 or 6 of those that I just kind of threw in over there. Mechanic. Hey girl, I don't know if you're impressed, but I'm pretty good at putting screws in bumpers. Oh, by the way, nobody's cutting hair in Los Angeles. So excuse the crazy haircut. Wow, bam! Drop down, snap. Check out this mechanic, you guys. I figured it out. I got the splitter thing on. Look at that, buzz. Check out that. You could eat dinner off this thing. I'm pretty stoked that it worked, I'm gonna be honest. So what I did, I just went right into it. I didn't even like let you guys see the steps. But this piece here is being held on currently by this stuff. So what I had to do was grab this little guy, which took me a minute to figure out how to use, but this primed it, went all on the inside sleeve. Then I put this double-sided tape on it. In focus, maybe? No, screw it. Put that double-sided tape all on the inside, and the instructions said you have 1 shot to get this right, which naturally makes me nervous because I'm like, I need at least 69 chances to get something right. So the fact that I only had 1 with the tape, I was like, yep, I'm definitely gonna screw this up. I got it right on the first try. Basically, I just like rammed this thing on. Well, first I turned on some Taylor Swift music. They were like, oh yeah, well, you know, peels a little bit of the pieces off and like, you know, slowly edge it on and peel off, you know, the back end of the tape as you go. I'm like, that sounds really complicated. I'm probably gonna screw that up. So I just pulled all the tape off and just freaking sent it, man, and it worked. The next step here is to figure out how to get the little strut guys in. So that means drilling into the splitter, and also figuring out how to get the splitter drilled in to the bottom of the car. I don't know what screws or hardware I'm supposed to use for that. There's so many screws going on right here. Between these little Christmas tree guys and whatever is left over from the last one and the new hardware I bought, and I just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, but I gotta get this bolted on first, and then we're gonna get to drilling. Okay, got it all drilled in. I added screws. You can see here, I literally just drilled them in, like literally just screw it. I think the final step here is to get these guys on. They're not on yet. I just have to figure out, like, you know, you can put them here in the center, you can angle them, you can put them out here. I feel like the best, cleanest look is to have them as wide as possible from each other without going out onto this part and straight. I gotta get this thing on last. I don't know how that's gonna happen or how many screws I have left, but we're gonna figure it out. Haha! I did it. Check it out. Drilled in. First try, boys. This thing is nice and tight. I love how it's balanced out. Oh my goodness, we be sliding in some DMs. Now, boys, final step is to figure out how to get this monster underneath with the supplies left over. Much like my Legos as a kid, I'm gonna have some extra pieces. Like I said earlier, just screw as many as you can in, and I mean, it can't go anywhere if you put enough screws in, right? Right? Focus, focus. Hello, right here, hi. We did it, we did it. I'm pretty stoked. I'm like way more confident in my drilling abilities now. Look, we got the air diffuser up underneath. We got like a zillion freaking screws, just a mix match of all different kinds, just drilled in. Oh, look at this, like just drill that ish in everywhere. But this thing isn't going anywhere, and it looks so freaking good. I can't wait to just take this thing out for a spin. Obviously we can't right now because coronavirus. Boy, she looks good. It feels good when you could do something to your car yourself, especially when you feel like it's a risk factor and you might screw it up and it ends up working out and you don't have to pay a shop to do it. So anytime it's like bolt-on related or, you know, not electronic related or anything like that, I usually give it a shot. Gear differential on the back is a good example of something I will not be doing myself, but I am gonna get this thing clean because it's just too dirty. Even if it's sitting in the driveway, I just like can't stand to look at my poor messy car. It was clearly easier than I thought to put on as long as you buy enough screws. I'd highly recommend checking out a front splitter for your Mustang, especially this one. It just was the most bang for the buck, and it just sticks out. It looks awesome. Something that I have to note though, I bought the splitter from American Muscle. I bought the stock splitter from CJ Pony Parts, and I bought the undercarriage air diffuser, that big oval looking thing, from eBay. Now I got the oval looking thing because it's not really an important part, nobody sees it, and I was able to get a used one for like next to nothing. I would have gotten everything from American Muscle because I've been shopping from them for years and they've always done like a super stellar job. However, this time I called them and I asked, hey look, like I've got this project, I'm trying to replace this splitter, can you help me? Just tell me what parts I need and take my money. And I called 3 different reps and like no one seemed to understand. Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
What hardware was needed, what parts are needed. They're like, just put the splitter on your bumper. I'm like, it doesn't look like it goes straight on the bumper. That's because it requires a stock splitter. And it wasn't until I called CJ Pony Parts that I got on the line with a rep who was like talking to me for like an hour. I don't know if he was bored or he liked the sound of my voice, but he told me everything I needed to know. And I ended up getting the part from CJ Pony Parts. CJ Pony Parts also carries this aftermarket splitter as well. So I could have gotten everything from them. So, super thanks to American Muscle for your customer support that didn't help me out at all.
No! This is Patrick!
Nah, AM is cool. They've done a lot of good things in the past, but CJ Pony Parts saved the day today. For a Mustang that looked atrocious without a front splitter, I was very excited to hurry up and get this thing on the car. And I know with the coronavirus, I wasn't even sure if parts would ship, but they were running with all cylinders over there. So thanks to CJ. Also,
Wait, SpongeBob! We're not cavemen! We have technology!
CJ Pony Parts has a YouTube channel with tutorials on how to work on your Mustang. So literally, okay, everything I've done to this car myself, from fog light swaps to grill swaps to intake installation to throttle body installation, and almost every single time CJ Pony Parts has a tutorial for it. So I've been able to get help from them. I don't know why I'm still wearing these glasses. If you're not getting parts from them and you have a Mustang, they're a great place to go for tutorials. I know I didn't really walk you through the steps. I mostly just shared my problems with you, but you know, you follow this channel for the story more than you do for the tutorials. Anyway, we drop these videos every single Tuesday and Thursday now. Coronavirus or not, you can't stop me. And we're gonna be, I don't know what's coming next for this car. We'll have to see. It depends on what I'm able to save up for. I'm thinking differentials. Gear differentials next, and then the Roush intake. We'll catch you next week. Peace.